Okay, before we go to the stars, let us get an overall view of the universe in which we live. What is usually called the large-scale structure of the universe. What are the objects in the universe, and how do we fit in into the whole structure of the universe? The universe is very big. You can measure it in terms of light years. Light years is a measure of distance, and as you can see here, light year is the time taken by light to travel for 1 year. In 1 second, it travels 10 raised to the power 10 centimeters per second, and so you can see in 1 year it will travel 10 raised to the power 17 centimeters per second. This is called a light year. So in terms of light years, the size of the universe is 10 giga light years. That is 10,000 million light years. Now, the biggest object that we know of in the universe is called the Great Wall or voids. We'll see a slide of this later. Its size is about half of the 1/100th of what you have for the whole universe. The size is about 450 million light years. If you come down below that, the bigger objects are called superclusters of galaxies. So these are large, there are galaxies, there are clusters of galaxies, and there are supercluster of galaxies. So these are the superclusters, which are of the order of 50 million light years. And then you have clusters of galaxies, which are about 5 to 10 million light years. And then you have galaxies like Milky Way, which are about 10 to the power 4 or 10,000 light years. The galaxies combine to form clusters of galaxies, and they are combined together because of the gravitational attraction between the galaxies. But the clusters of galaxies also form superclusters, but this is not a gravitational object. The supercluster does not bind clusters of galaxies by gravity. It just happens to be together in the sky at the same time. So gravity does not really produce superclusters as far as we know, but clusters are really produced by the galactic attraction. When you come below galaxy, then you find you have star systems, and the most famous one for us is of course the solar system, which is about a fraction of a light year. And it consists of several objects, which are all cool objects. None of them is a hot object like a star. And nowadays we call them planets and subplanets, and come down to asteroids and so forth. And of course, part of the solar system is the Earth. And one of the objects, which is also like the Earth, considered a planet, was Pluto, which a few years ago was demoted because it was considered too small. So it is now called a subplanet. Next slide, please. Yeah, this is the object of the biggest object that we know in the sky. It is called voids or filamentary structure of galaxy. By voids, we mean absence